Everybody, this is Alessandro. Welcome back to my channel. So today you're gonna see a 5 to 10 minutes extract from one of my lessons where I usually give feedback to one of my students and show to them in Maya working together to see how an animation is to be improved and everything. And today is mostly gonna be about polish, right? So as you can see, the animation is basically mostly done, right? There is the overall body mechanics, timing is there, and everything. But we just need to clean up some part of the spacing, arc, easy in, easy out, some of the contact, and I feel like I want to share this with you guys so you can see some of the things you guys should be careful about when you're polishing your own animation. Make sure it's really clean, smooth, you still have the weight, the pose are there, you get rid of all this pop, all the noisy stuff that are very distracting in your own animation, okay? So let's take a look, and overall what I'm gonna focus is like if I start with this leg, for example, this one over here, you can see that the knee is kind of shaking at the beginning, and then it's like the way it comes up happens very quickly and very abrupt, right? Even over here where, for example, she lifts this kind of foot from the ground, you can see that this transition is not very nicely done, okay? There is some problem here, and even this part over here, there's some issue in the spacing, in the sense that slowing down where you don't want it to slow down too much. And both feet as well, when they reach the ground here, feels a bit too abrupt, right? And there is a similar issue here for this hand, because she's switching between IK to FK, so it feels a bit too snappy. And then the arc here is not very clean, so we're gonna take a look at that. And overall, more or less, we're gonna do a pass on all the limbs so far. All right. So as usual, when I have a job like this, when I'm doing something like this, I'm gonna start always by tracking the arc. And as you can see, by the way, for the sake of this demonstration, I plotted the animation and everything, just because it's a lot easier to see the arc over here, and it's easy to adjust, right? So one of the problem here is that, as you can see, the animation kind of slow down here for a few frames, right? These couple of frames are really close to each other, and this create a problem because when it's only happening for 2 to 3 frames, it feels like a mistake rather than something intentional, right? So you always want to make sure that the spacing is done properly. So again, you want to space those keys a little bit better. I know that it might sound that it's very little, but I can tell you it makes a difference, especially when it comes to the pelvis or things that visually are really easy to track. Even here, I feel like this gap between these two keys is a bit too big, so we can reduce it and then improving it here, right? Then again, we can take a look at the rest of it. Here seems quite good. Look what's happening here in this section between 103 and 102. So basically, opla. All right. So basically here, see the spacing, you have this couple of keys that are very close to each other, right? And again, you don't want to have the feeling, so you want to kind of readjust maybe some of the previous key as well. Right? Make sure the arc is nice as well, usual things. But I know for some people find it a bit tedious, but it's really necessary when you really want to have high quality in your animation and polish, right? Then same things here. See, I feel like we have always this constant spacing. The way you accelerate, it's a bit too uneven. So we can, again, work a bit more on the easy in, easy out. Right? If you guys want, you can clean up the arc here, stuff like that. I'm not going to go through that right now. I'm mostly interested in this part of the this animation, right? I want to push this up. Maybe same here. I'm going to reduce this gap, right? And then adjusting here, and then maybe here it can go really right? Very quickly, and same here, by the way. Let's adjust this part. Okay, let's adjust the arc here. Very minor, right? And again, for me, as you know, guys, if you follow my tutorial, the pelvis is one of the first things I'm gonna take a look, right? And let's kill the motion trail. Now that I'm okay with the pelvis, I'm gonna start to work on one of the leg. Maybe I'm gonna choose only one of these two, right? Let's take a look at this blue one first. All right, I'm gonna make another clean arc. See, all this part is done really well, more or less. You can still clean it up a little bit, but mostly it's there. See, this part it doesn't really work for me because it way slowed down. It felt a bit unnatural to me, and also like you see, it's kind of snapping in one frame here. See, it's a bit too much. I feel like so I want to have a little bit of easy in here. Maybe started to push this start a little bit more down. Okay. It's okay to have like animation snappy or something like that, but we still have to want to make sure that the acceleration it's properly done, right? We'll adjust this part over here. Here. Right, and here we can push again the arc. We can clean it. And again, we can go into this part here. And feel like this gap, the scene needs to start to get, here needs to start to accelerate, right? And this one we can continue to keep it up. And same here, having a bit of compression basically, okay? When you see the feed is not completely locked. Right. So this could be a very quick hack, let's call it this. Now we take a look very quickly at the other arc. First of all, what we're gonna do here is track the arc with this one. And you're not gonna notice now that the knee really snap quickly. So we wanna basically create a very easy in, easy out, right? Especially here. Let's go really close. Okay, here we can accelerate. Again, this is the part where we can increase the gap. Maybe here we can reduce it a little bit, right? And same things here. And we're gonna do very quickly, we can also adjust this one a little bit. See, like all this noise that is creating, just adjust it. right? See, very nice and clean. See, you're making the arc really nice. Now, for a moment, we're gonna go and remove this one. All right, you can kind of scrub the animation now. We're gonna see, even though you see I'm not doing a play blast, I can see that it's very clean now, the movement, right? And we're gonna take a look now at this other part. I'm gonna track this one here, and probably we're gonna see a problem when the feet kinda lift. Okay, exactly. So see what's happening here. Uh, Align this one. This is probably happening because of the IK FK switch, and we wanna, you know, adjust it properly. I see also the problem is not just translation. It's not always about the arc in the sense of translation. See like how the foot is kinda, it doesn't match with the previous one. The snap is way too big. So we kinda need to adjust this one a bit more. Well, see, we wanna, let me actually kill this one for a moment, Windows Outliner, because it's slowing down a lot the animation. Right? So we go from here, here, and again we can kind of track it. Boom, boom. Right? We can drag it a bit more. Right? Go back tracking the arc here. So good. And then you see the same problem here where it kind of speeds up only for like one frame, one or two frames, right? And then it kind of slow down here immediately after, which is something very unnatural to me. Again, if you wanna slow it down for like 7, 8 frame or something like that, but not just for 2 frame, and then don't just speed it up for 2 frames and then slow it down immediately right after, because it just feel like a mistake. And then same things here, right? So it's just about to space it properly. And same things what we did with the other one. We can push it up here. We can push it here. I will adjust. Same things basically that we've done for the other foot. I'm not gonna redo it again one more time, right? And things like that. Liner again. Let's kill this part. And I feel like there also in the knee there is a lot of issue, lot of pop. So again, I know it's not the most fun part of the animation, guys. Actually, I enjoy, but not everybody does. You wanna go and clean all those parts here, right? Adjust this part over here, right here. You wanna adjust it. See what's going on here. Right, and maybe we can do a small arc here. All right. So even when it comes to those kind of things, I want to make sure it's very, very clean. use it. All right, and same here. See what's happening here. Right, and so on. You're getting the idea more or less. There is all this part here to be clean, and you can check it and go everywhere. Same stuff here. The principle is all the same more or less, but what I'm trying to convey with you guys that you really cannot leave anything to the case. Right? You cannot just hope that the software somehow magically fix all those things. It's something you have to do by yourself. Let me see very quickly if there is anything else can be done. Right, exactly. This part I was talking about before is this one. Let's focus on this section here. When these hands kind of, lift. Right, this whole small section over here, right? And I know it's always can be always a bit tricky when it comes switching between IK and FK. But it's our job to make it look really good. So see, here is a good moment, for example, to push it, right? Increase it, increase the gap here. And maybe you can adjust this part. Right? And same things over here. Okay, you want to make sure the spacing is done properly here. Right, and again you want to make sure again you adjust this part. And again, one more time, it's not only about the transition, because you see, like as soon as you leave, boom, right, and you need to find a way to somehow to make this transition smoother. Again, let me kill this one more time. Right. See, it's a bit closer now, this part, boom. Right. And obviously you can continue refine and adjust it, so on. And again, one more time, there is still gonna be the elbow, all those things you wanna fix. As you can see, there is a bit of shakiness over here. But again, one more time, it's just about tracking those controller and make sure you can you can smooth them out a little bit, right? Okay, guys, I hope you understand something. I mean, you learned something from this tutorial as usual, guys. Something I wanted to share with you. And if you have any question, let me know in the comment. See you next time. Ciao, guys.